Hey everyone, we're going to take just a quick second to let you know something that's coming up this summer for Land in the Bible. But before we do that, if you don't know what the Land in the Bible is, it's a YouTube channel, a website,
and a
podcast where we talk about stories from the Bible, and you dig into some of your personal experiences from living in Israel.
Yeah, we basically what we started this to do is just a way to, like, as you said, to share stories that people already know, but to hopefully bring a little bit of light of some information they don't already know. There are definitely things about the Bible and the narratives and stories in it that if you don't know the culture, the history, the archaeology, you don't know all of it. I mean, you know the main thing, but there's just some different light and information we shed on stories that make them maybe more interesting, more fascinating, or it just brings a little nugget that's just, hopefully encouraging. So that's what we started it for, was just I just wanted a vehicle to share some of what the Lord gave me, blessed me with being able to know.
Yeah, and we've recorded about 40 some episodes. We've released close to maybe 20, almost 20 episodes. We're getting there. And so, if people want to follow along with that, you go to the YouTube channel, search The Land in the Bible, go to anywhere podcasts are played, search Land in the Bible podcast, and you'll be able to follow along with that.
Go to the website and subscribe.
Go to the website and subscribe. And if you do, your support allows you to get ad-free videos along with curriculum for all of the studies.
And it helps us make more.
And it allows us to make more. It allows you to support Jamison's efforts overseas, in which you'll talk about more in the future. But I love the cultural aspect of it, of you living there and being able to explain the text and what they mean and how we interpret them from someone who's actually lived in that culture and been around. So it's been awesome for me to kind of get that aspect
perspective.
Of it. I think other people will too. But so that's what the Land in the Bible is. But then this summer, you're going to be doing something kind of unique, and people have an opportunity to kind of go along a journey with you. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're getting weird. We're taking the Land in the Bible on the road. Yeah, so my family and I will be starting new jobs in August, and my son will be starting university. So we're losing our first child to empty nest. And so it's a time of great change for us, new job, new family situation. And we've been through a lot of transition in the last year and a half. And so we decided to take sort of a sabbatical in that break point in the transition. And so we're taking 6 weeks off. And in those 6 weeks, we're going to really devote ourselves to focusing on one another and on the Lord and praying and doing devotion. But the way we're going to do that is we're hiking a pilgrimage route in Spain that goes back to the 800 AD, 7th century. There's a legend about a king who, as his country was being overrun by the Moors, he, traveled to this town, Santiago, and prayed at this church. And then, won a victory afterwards. And so based on that story over the last century, since then, 1,300 years, Christians from all over the world have sort of walked these paths and trails through Spain to this church in Santiago de Compostela. I'm not Catholic. I don't think the church is magical or anything, but I do think that getting away with your family, doing a little bit less technology and business, and focusing on the Lord and praying and devoting together every day, and just walking some trails through nature as opposed to being stressed out. I do think that there's a restorative thing there, and something spiritual can happen. And so we've sort of chosen to do that as a way to prepare to launch our ministry. And we want to bring people along on our journey and let them share it. So
tell us about that. What's going to happen?
Well, basically, once a day, I'm going to break my rule about, not using too much technology. And I'm going to set up my camera and just live stream the day's devotional. So we will have done that same devotional privately with our family in the morning, but in the evening over there, which corresponds with the mornings here, then I'll live stream the same content. And also give people an update on where we are and how it's going. And, I'm probably the weak link in the family. I'm a little bigger than I ought to be, a little older than I wish I was. So, You know, I'll tell you if I'm dying or not, you know, walking that much, and my wife and kids will be fine, you know. But anyway, we'll update people on where we are and how it's going, and but then also share the day's devotional.
Yeah.
And we've been pulling together devotionals about travel from throughout the Bible. So you centered on the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the children of Israel, and Paul in their journeys and what they learned in their travel. We can learn from that and how it applies to our life. So that's what's going to be devotionally happening, and we think it's fun. We would really love for you know, people that support us, the people that are in our audience, to get to come along and maybe get a little glimpse into our lives, you know, and see where we're going and what's happening. And we just wanted a chance maybe to share with you guys what we're learning along the way. So that's what we're going to do. That's
awesome. And you know, if you're interested in this, we actually did a podcast episode on the concept as an intro to this, just called Journeys. Yeah. And we explore some stories from maybe some of your, well, definitely from some of your travels.
Yeah.
And we talk a little bit more about this context of, you know, why does God call us to like leave our place of comfort?
Why does he shake us up and move us? And yeah, for sure.
So if you're interested in digging in a little bit more into this, you can go check out that episode on YouTube or go listen to it on our podcast. But yeah, really excited. So
it's going to be 40 days of me talking to a phone. So it don't expect quite the same, you know, like production level, but I think I hope it's good. You'll be a little more raw, a little more real, I guess.
Yeah. Awesome. So in order to kind of follow along with that, you can just go subscribe on the YouTube channel, The Land in the Bible, or, you know, go over to thelandinthebible.com and find out more information there about that. So, you know, we hope you check it out, and we'll see you later.
We're excited.